I'm on mute. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another week of On the Level presented by Player One Gaming. I'm Miracle K Worker here with my boy Devz, and we have a special guest. Hey, no need for your tag and bag
I didn't
master.
even say that.
We got a
I
special
didn't even
guest
say
in the building. Welcome. You can introduce yourself.
The curly popcorn, that's what I
The-
go by on here.
Dang, the curly popcorn.
Mhm.
Hey, so let's kind of just get a background. When did you start playing games? What favorite of all time, whether it's console, gaming series. Just kind of give us a rundown so the audience kind of knows what you're about.
Yeah.
Well, we've always played games. I mean, how long have you played games? It's been like childhood. I've played throughout everything. Started out with not the best games as a child, but GTA when I was young. Played a bunch of other little games. Call of Duty growing up. Zombies. I was always big with zombies.
For sure.
Now it's been a lot of the battle royales, this and then Hunt Showdown, if you've heard of that game as well.
Okay, so as far as like your favorite game though, like you're like, man, I just want to relax and just enjoy. We got Devz over here likes playing Destiny for no reason.
All I play for no reason.
we Hercule Ham. All he cares about is Kingdom Hearts.
Fantasy.
Our Final Fantasy. But what's your niche? Like, what's your go-to when you're like, man, I just had a stressful day. I gotta unwind.
So right now, it's actually Rocket League, even though I don't play like stress-free. That's like the game I always play when I'm just chilling by myself, either competitive or casual. Rocket League, I've been grinding a lot lately.
Yeah, and I'll just say this. I play Rocket League with him. It's true. But we have a problem, Devz. He needs to get on board with the toxic nature. He's not a tag and bagger. He's not a what a save. He doesn't want to save them.
I never do.
It's
they have to be toxic first. I just try to avoid it.
Hey, listen. Whenever you go into games, you gotta be a toxic fuck. Like, that's how you gotta do it.
Gotta get.
Usually, like on the streams, me and my main teammate, we're toxic to each other, but I'm not often toxic to the opposing team.
He's
keep it respectful.
He's pretty rude if you suck. I'm not the best. Not the best. No, he's not. He's good. Good sport all around.
Been making the champion push lately.
Yeah, it's tough. Listen, I hate Rocket League.
It's a love-hate relationship.
And he puts up with it no less on keyboard and mouse, and I can't. I can't do it.
That's the one game I play on controller.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I don't know if you could do a driving game as well.
Honestly, that's how I am with what is it? Battlefront 2. Like I can't do the ships and like flying around in space and all that stuff with a mouse and keyboard. I have to do it with a controller.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with all the flipping really quick,
the
analogs, it's just easier to manage those buttons compared to the mouse.
Fair enough, but let's get into it for today. First, we'll shout out our sponsors, Swift Lifestyle and Anchor. Make sure you go check out both of their companies. Anchor is I can't speak today. I don't know what it is. Anchor, a free streaming platform for all your podcast needs. They set you up with everything. They help you upload your videos. They help you edit them and monetize them once they, hit the network and to where everybody can see them. And then Swift Lifestyle, of course, just your clean energy gamer fuel, as we've been calling it. Check them out. A lot to come from them. Of course, make sure you check out your Player One gaming merch too. Make sure you check out our entertainment side of the business. But let's hit them off with some news. We had a lot come from Gamescom. How did you guys feel about that? If you guys watched it, I watched a few trailers of it, but nothing crazy.
So I personally have been busy for the past couple of days, so I haven't really been able to watch it.
Okay. Did you see anything, Curly?
Well, a couple of trailers that I watched was just like that new Zombie Outbreak Island game, and then there's the Saints Row that's going to be coming. I know we talked about a little bit.
So how are we feeling about the Saints Row? They, I mean, from what it looked like, they're kind of trying to move away from like the silly shenanigan, off the wall type, gameplay.
Honestly, me personally, I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong. Like the whole fun, like how ever since after Saints Row 3, they want to keep it fun and friendly and whatever. I wouldn't say friendly, but I'm glad that they're going back to their roots, and like I want to say, I just don't want them to be a GTA clone like how they used to.
Yeah, they're trying to make the change so they could have like more creativity and rather than just staying down the same path, they could change them to the new map that they're releasing.
Yeah, which honestly, that's kind of what I was picking up on. They were trying to go back to their roots. Honestly, comparing the trailer that we saw versus like trailers from the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. It still kind of seemed like they're not fully going back to what they originally were, but potentially they're making strides in the right direction. There's only so much we can tell from a trailer.
Yeah, that's true. You have to wait
so,
for the game, actually.
Yeah, you really do. And I mean, of course, we've seen their devs say this and that, but it's nothing crazy. Another huge thing in the news regarding Blizzard again. We kind of beaten a dead horse with this one, but we saw WoW, World of Warcraft. They're starting to push out updates, taking off some of those developer names that have been accused, etc. And then this is kind of a big one, and I think it has a lot of people mad. But Overwatch's McCree, his name's going to be changed, of course, because he was named after one of the developers for Overwatch. How are we, feeling about that? Of course, nothing crazy, names getting taken off, but a substantial name change of an actual character.
Yeah, and that's one of the original characters too.
Yeah, the OG characters, and I don't know what his pick rate is, but I feel like every time I drop into an Overwatch lobby, like somebody's playing McCree.
No, see, so for me, it's going to kind of hurt a little bit because back when I used to play Overwatch like really heavy, like I was big on the competitive scene on it. I was a McCree main. I would go between McCree and Hanzo, and the fact
I loved them at the beginning.
Yeah. And the fact that like they're gonna be changing them up like that one's gonna feel weird because like if I go back and I'm playing as McCree, but his name's not McCree, I'm still gonna call him McCree.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing too. What are they gonna change it to?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
That's kind of my line of thought. Like, are they gonna go with something like super basic and dumb, or are they going to put thought into it? Are they potentially going to set up a poll and have people vote on it?
I mean, probably, but I still think like the thing is that I feel like the name change is going to be stupid, just because like, okay, McCree is based off of, like they got the name off one of the developers, but we don't see the developer in the character. You know?
We don't actually make that connection, so it's not like it's
no, absolutely, absolutely, and honestly, I would have never known that he was named off of a character unless it was brought up. So they really didn't do anything for themselves. They kind of, made that their own problem because I don't think it is a problem, but that's just me.
And then I think you said the second piece to that is that they're going to be adding, they're going to be taking out or replacing the names of some of the items that are in WoW because they're named after the developers, right?
Oh, well, so like, how
we're just removing developer names.
Yeah, from like the game, like, you know how like after you beat a game, you can go see everybody's name drop down. You can't really beat WoW, but that's, you know, there's probably somewhere you can click that tells you, you know, who made the game, etc. So apparently they're taking some stuff out of that way. I don't know if they named any items after anybody, but you know,
I know they've already removed a lot of developer names too, and just with the new update, they're doing more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, I think, I mean, I get kudos to Blizzard for taking names out, but I think honestly, for everything that they're involved in, I think they're going to need to do way more than just taking names out and renaming characters and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, it is a good first step for them, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. Another, you know, kind of update of, you know, what we've seen. So tomorrow's supposed to be the Twitch streamer boycott.
Yeah, the walkout.
Over the Twitch hate raids. And, you know, this is just something that I saw recently, but Asmongold, you know, popular WoW streamer, plays a little bit of Final Fantasy. You know, he has a whopping 2.4 million followers on Twitch, and his only caveat to participating is, well, I want to see another big streamer do it. How do you guys kind of feel about that? Because for me, I kind of feel like that's selfish. I know a few weeks ago we talked about, well, why would I hurt my profit stream, you know, when I know you're going to be out there making profit off of ads and, you know, donos, but, you know, and I'm going to be participating in this walkout.
So honestly, he said he wants to see another big streamer do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, and so, and again, I personally feel like if you're big enough, it's not gonna fucking hurt you to miss out on a day.
No, it's really not.
So it's like you can miss a day for you know, to help support something that Twitch isn't really doing shit about.
Yeah, and the bigger the streamers, it's going to help the most with the movement. So it shouldn't really be about if somebody else is doing it also.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of where my mindset is. You know, he's basing his participation off of, hey, well, you know, if Shroud or, you know, if so and so Tim the Tatman, you know, if Nick Merckx does it, you know, hey, maybe I'll do it. And it's like, what if you doing it makes them do it? Like, you're only looking at it one way, and that kind of sucks. But I guess that's the way of the world. But you know, we'll kind of get into our main topics. One of the biggest ones that I saw is Warzone confirms repeat offenders receiving a hardware ban. Now, this is something we've been asking for forever. How do you guys feel about that?
I think it will help. Like, you won't see them as often in games. There will still be some. But
yeah, for sure.
Because the people that like are really doing it can just like switch, obviously, their IPs and everything still. But like for the people that are just buying the basic ones, it's gonna put a stop to that because they won't know how to, and it'll just get them off of the game. So it's a good move for Call of Duty, I think.
I feel like I don't know, because I didn't read the article. Did they say anything about bringing in what is it, a cheat detector or what the fuck is it called? I might have an
anti-cheat.
Right, yeah, anti-cheat or anything like that.
I don't see anything that just pretty much is saying, you know, repeat offenders, you know, are going to get the hardware ban.
But see, like I feel like, especially with people like with like for example NordVPN or something like that, they can just switch to VPN and like, you know, make it harder for them to get banned that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sorry, but like The fact that like they're willing to do that, but like not put in like an anti-cheat.
That too.
So this is actually kind of funny. This is a quote from somebody, an Activision employee. Some have asked if we issue hardware bans. We do issue hardware bans against repeat or serious cheaters. This is an important part of our effort to combat repeat offenders. What defines a serious cheater?
I guess
like that doesn't really make sense to me. What defines a serious?
Like how do they determine what's the serious?
Yeah, are you going so you're saying if I cheat, if I get 14, 15, 20 kills, you'd be okay with that.
No.
But if I drop a good like 60, is that where we draw the line?
Or is it like they only have wall hacks, but they don't have aim assist? Like, what's going on there?
But then on top,
funny though, because like, bro, I'm like recently I went into a game because I was like, fuck, I kind of miss playing Warzone, but then as soon as I clicked it, I'm getting shot out the fuck. Mind you, I'm playing Plunder of all fucking things, and I'm just getting shot like randomly. And the fact that the thing is, a lot of these people like they'll go months, like literal months, just cheating, and like as soon as that account gets banned, guess what they're gonna do? They're just gonna fucking come back and do it again over and over. Like I know this one guy, I believe it was Acolyte. I think he posted a video saying that he literally faced the same cheater over and over because of the fact that the cheater was streaming, and like he would get banned on Twitch, but he all he kept doing was creating new accounts over and over. And
I think that's pretty dumb that Twitch would ban him. But
no, Twitch bans cheaters. Like if they're cheating and people report it, like they'll get banned.
Lame as shit. It's lame.
I really do though.
I want to see you run the court. You feel me? No, but hey, time out real quick. Devz, you just suck at Warzone. Unless you have a helicopter, you're not good.
No, you're absolutely
Plunder is
right.
no different.
No, so what, you're absolutely right. Listen, my favorite weapon is the helicopter. No matter what, I'm going for that shit. If I die, I'm gonna restart the match just so I can grab it.
Why do you want these helicopters so bad?
It's like the only thing he's good with. It's ridiculous.
Like a motherfucker can be hiding in a corner where nobody can shoot him, but here I come with a fucking helicopter and I'll kill him. I'll find a way.
Go in Rebirth and grab a helicopter and knock everybody out of the sky. Is that what you do?
That's exactly what I do.
You're like, 30 kill game, but you didn't shoot a single bullet.
Exactly. You gotta play smarter, not harder.
That's exactly him, like to a T. To a T.
But no, it's just so it's just a thing of like I feel like there's no excuse for these AAA games to not have any anti-cheat.
Oh, I agree.
100%. Even Bungie, like they literally just got I believe it was Battle Eye. They haven't had an anti-cheat for a long time. They said they did, but they really didn't because people went in and hacked them or some shit like that. But like these lesser played games have better anti-cheat than fucking Warzone has.
Oh, absolutely. Splitgate has a better one. And they literally have
the small team.
Comes out. Small team.
I mean, they're growing a lot, but such a small team just developing that game. And
that's a fun ass game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Splitgate. Whew.
I'm not gonna lie. I downloaded it, but I still haven't played it yet.
Splitgate is.
It's like Halo, but
it's challenging. It is challenging. Yeah, I would say it's definitely like Halo.
Yeah, it's like a Halo with just portals, like
Portal mixed with Halo.
Yeah, literally.
I'm not gonna lie. So last night hanging out with some friends, we were playing Halo Reach of all Halos, and we had the four-way split screen on one TV, just going at each other. It makes me so excited for the new Halo because I am ready for that stuff
nostalgia
again. Like don't get me wrong. I understand everybody lives in, an internet age now, but just doing that last night, I was like, yeah, this is going to be nice. Like, hey, come over, we're grilling, and then we're playing Halo, and just have fun all night. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, no, nothing beats like LAN matches in Halo or any FPS. Like, just having everyone there, and then like on different TVs, that's a whole different feel.
It really is. Brings back so much nostalgia.
So different TVs, yeah, it's okay to a point, but I'm gonna be honest. If you're not screen cheating, you're not trying to win. If you're not looking at their screen, you're clearly not trying to win.
See, this is why I never played Jazz in Halo. This is why I never did.
This is cap.
I used to play on a TV like this big, like literally like a 12 by 12 TV with one of my friends. So like we had to screen cheat. There was no way we couldn't.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's part of the game. Like you grew up doing that. And I mean, hell, you were doing that stuff on Modern Warfare 2. You were doing that stuff going up.
Shit, you do that in Super Smash Brothers. You get that one person like, hey, he got more lives. He got more lives.
Oh, yo, that actually is true too. It's like, hey, damn, Devz got 4 lives still. Everybody target him, and then you just get like Bowser drop kick, just everything. Falcon punch when you're trying to jump back up.
No, yeah,
that's not it.
So I got a piece of news myself.
Okay. Hit us with it.
Good old Dr. Lupo signs an exclusive with YouTube.
Oh,
dang! Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm looking that up real quick. Okay.
From the article that I'm reading, it was from yesterday.
One day ago, PC Gamer. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, Dr. Lupo. I see it. Hey, you know what?
It's Twitch.
It's so funny because just like how we kind of like talk about something and then it just continuously comes up like weeks after. We were just talking about how more people need to like, go to YouTube. It's way more streamer friendly. And then you just have, not the biggest, but definitely a top streamer.
He had like 4.5 million followers on Twitch.
Yeah, 4.5.
So that 26th, ranked 26th most followers. Yeah. That's a lot.
And he only has 1.7 million subs on YouTube, so it's to a smaller audience. But
the thing is that once you get them, like, you're still going to be making a lot of money with that many subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, you will.
And like this is what I always say, like, yeah, you can go on Twitch and get a following there, and if you decide to go somewhere else, and not everyone's gonna follow you to YouTube. But again, he still has the 1 point whatever million, and he like here it says that he was tired. He was tired of plugging his sponsors, and then he wanted to play like how I said last time. He wanted to play whatever game he wanted to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that he's on YouTube, he can do that. Like he can play whatever game he wants. He can edit it how he wants. He can stream whenever he wants. You know what I'm saying? As long there's no real difference. The only difference is you're getting paid by YouTube themselves, and you can also plug your own stuff and get paid that way. You know what I mean?
For sure. But no, I think it's a good move, and Curly, how do you feel? Or Zach, I feel weird calling you Curly. Zach, how do you feel? You stream on Twitch. You're huge. I'm not huge on Twitch, but you're huge into streaming on Twitch. How do you feel about that? For what you can say.
I've always felt like YouTube overall is like a better platform for growth. Mm-hmm. Like I've more wanted not necessarily to stream on there just because everybody's streaming on Twitch, so when people are looking for streamers, they usually go to Twitch compared to YouTube, where they usually just watch videos. So I've still been wanting to get into YouTube. That's more for when I start editing videos and compared to streaming. So for me, I don't know how I feel on streaming on YouTube in comparisons to the Twitch.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you already have the following, I feel like it's a lot easier to stream on Twitch or YouTube also.
For sure. But I mean, even going back to, previous things that we've seen on Twitch, and, not trying to get you in trouble, but overall, how do you feel about, Twitch coming down with some of their different guidelines and, how they sometimes limit their creators?
Well, sometimes some of them I definitely think are just, stupid. They make no sense. Because there's certain words that they started doing, banning more per se,
yeah.
And it's that word's not even bad. It's just, I don't know. They have a lot of weird rules that they started coming out with, so that's been making it harder for a lot of streamers for sure.
Yeah.
Where they might make that switch.
Plus you can't even stream with Dr. Disrespect, so
that's true.
Worth it? Just imagine you're solo queuing and you get in a game with Dr. Disrespect, and
you kill him, and you hear his mic or some shit, and then you get banned.
Yeah. That would hurt for you. I'd be like, dang, that sucks.
And that's with say hot mics on usually you don't have an issue because they understand to an extent, but if somebody said something bad on a hot bike in Warzone, sometimes that could even be a red flag.
Yeah.
But now, speaking on Dr. Disrespect.
Okay.
Throw
us into it.
Hey, you want me to throw it in? All right. Dr. Disrespect is suing the fuck out of Twitch for the incident. But I'm actually happy about that one.
Yeah, I still want to know everything.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like it's not going to come to light until this lawsuit's over. But if it's something that Dr. Disrespect, which I believe he just said he found out the exact reason why he got banned, and the fact that he just found out the real reason why he got banned, and he's suing them, it must be something pretty significant. You know what I mean? But no, I'm glad because at this point, Twitch is honestly getting out of control with having the shit that they do.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're holding on to the raft, but they're definitely sinking, and it's either you're gonna crawl all the way onto the raft or just let go and sink, and I don't think they know what they want to do because they continuously put themselves in a negative light, in my opinion, to where it's what are you doing? You have such an amazing platform, and you're potentially ruining it by coming out with these outlandish rules. And that's just a small piece of the opinion I have over Twitch, but I can't wait.
Yeah, I want to see what the whole lawsuit entails, because I've also heard some people or some articles saying that he got banned and it was just to make room for other big streamers in comparison, which would definitely see why he would do a lawsuit for that because he'd be losing so much money. But I just want to know what actually happened.
Yeah, and so I'm reading an article, and he's claiming all the big sponsors and partnerships are not trying to sign with him either. And you got to think, if him getting banned on Twitch is pushing that kind of street cred to where it's nobody associate with him.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering how big is this, but two, potentially how stupid is this, especially once he found out the reason and was yeah, I'm going to sue them. Because of course, Twitch is looking at it as it's probably a pretty big reason, and they're rightfully so. But when you look at it from his point of view, and then our point of view, it's what the hell did you get banned for? And then on top of that, why is nobody sponsoring or partnering with you? And
I honestly feel
nuts.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel Twitch definitely should say something about it, because like at this point, it's like a lot of those deals and stuff are like happening in the back end. Nobody knows anything, and
For
it's
sure.
like okay, what like is it something that severe that Twitch has to like go around probably telling people like, hey, don't sign this guy or whatever because this guy did such and such or something like that.
Yeah.
And if if it's not really as bad as Twitch is making it seem for Dr. Disrespect to ban him, like he has every right to fucking sue them just because of the fact that like they're fucking with his money at this point.
Yeah, I mean he had 23,000 subscribers on Twitch when he got banned.
Yeah, and now what? I mean, on August, I believe it was August. Yeah, he has like 3.5 million on YouTube, which is like way, in my opinion, is way better than fucking what he had on Twitch.
Yeah, for sure. But you just continuously question it because it's like, man, what could truly be happening? But kind of to get away from that, we'll kind of go back to reboots, and of course, we talked a little bit about Saints Row's reboot. But have you guys heard about the Dead Space reboot and what they're going to be doing?
Yeah, no, I read a little bit of it. They said that they were going to be doing an event on Twitch on it. I didn't really get to see the date. I have to look back at it. Let me see. It says here sometime in the fall.
Yeah,
it doesn't have an exact date yet.
Well,
so, wait, hold on. It's on. Oh, it was actually today. It was today at 1300 Eastern time.
So my biggest takeaway from it, and something that I was kind of like, so backstory, Dead Space is cool. I don't know if I was just young and kind of like, I don't really want to play something potentially scary. I don't know. Listen, have no clue. But as a kid, I was never really into it. As I got older, I was like, yeah, I'll play these. And then you play them and they're outdated. But
yeah, so dude.
To move on, they're talking about a new body destruction technology that they're developing, and it really removes the flesh off the bones of enemies and gives you a good sense of not only gore, but also how much damage you're actually doing to an opponent. Are you taking off their whole arm? Are you taking off, both of their legs, etc.? I think that's something kind of next level that we haven't really seen that much. Of course, we've seen it in a few games to where you're taking off limbs, but I wonder how it's going to work in the Dead Space universe, especially with some of their guns that they have and abilities, things like that. But
for me, I haven't played Dead Space in a very long time. I've seen a couple streamers play it on YouTube, and I don't know. I hope like my biggest thing on it is that I really hope I'm really iffy when it comes for remakes when it comes to games, because don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 2 and 3, they look great. They look like great, amazing fucking remakes, but like especially Resident Evil 3, it was very short. You know what I mean? Compared to how it used to be. I mean, it was I think it was short back then too, but not as short. But besides that, I just feel like hopefully they change enough to make it feel new, but not change it too much to where it has like its own identity. I mean, a different identity from the product that it came from.
I don't think it will have a fully different identity. I think they're going to mainly follow the same thing with updated graphics and just a few new mechanics for the most part. But I mean, we won't see still. I don't know when the last time I played Dead Space was either, though. To be honest, I only remember a few pieces of it from when I was playing when I was younger. I remember being scared because I was just a kid, and I'm like, "What the heck's going on?"
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I was scared as fuck of the game.
Yeah. So, man, I think reboots are going to be something to look forward to. Of course, with Dead Space and then Saints Row. Hopefully, we can see more reboots come about for other franchises. But kind of to move on, Fortnite and not necessarily Fortnite in general, but Fortnite bringing all of these skins. And I think we talked about it a few weeks ago. But so Fortnite just came out saying, yeah, there's going to be a Will Smith skin.
Oh yeah, I've seen that advertised.
And I'm not.
I haven't seen that one yet.
And what was
Bad
it?
Boys from Bad Boys.
Yeah, and I just don't know how I feel about it. Like, why do they continuously? They're bringing all of these, pop culture stars into the Fortnite universe. And so this is my serious question. Is this what makes Fortnite better as far as the marketability and just everything all inclusive of Fortnite and the battle royale that it's created, or is it kind of lackluster at this point?
I don't know, because don't forget, it's a battle royale that's for kids mostly, and the reason I hesitated on that is because of the fact that a lot of adults play it way more than kids do, but it's a cash grab, honestly. Like, if someone's like, let's just say, fuck, who's your favorite movie character or something?
Here, hold on.
Go somebody from the Marvel series or something.
Oh,
they already did a Marvel.
The movies.
They did that whole Thanos shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was because Endgame was coming out or whatever. But the fact that they put it in the game, and then I believe they had their own special. Imagine playing as fucking Thanos and just snapping your fingers or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's honestly, it's the creativity that's what people attach themselves to, and then they buy the skin. It's like everybody who buys the cosmetics and stuff for Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never buy any of the cosmetics for Call of Duty, but I have for Fortnite. So I mean, a couple of them. But that's it's like a cash grab, but at the same time, it's making so much new content for them, and it helps streamers and big YouTubers keep playing their game because they do so many frequent changes. So it's kind of goes in that sense too. And then they always have those tournaments that anybody could just be a part of as long as you've been grinding and playing. So they have that.
I mean, I don't know. I just, at this point, I feel like it's a cash grab. We've seen, granted, they're not making it off of Will Smith. They're making it off of his, Bad Boys character. But, even to that, we've seen Ninja, we've seen Neymar, we've seen Travis Scott, Marshmello. We've seen so many celebrities, skins, get put into Fortnite. It's kind of when are you going to end?
It's never going to end.
Is it going to be 10 years down the road and they're, releasing some new, whoever's popular at the moment, skin?
So if the game stays alive, that's probably what it will be.
But here's the thing with me, for Fortnite, I honestly do not mind. Only, you know why? Because it's a free game. Fortnite is a free game. They got to make their money somehow. You know what I'm saying? What I don't really respect is something like fucking Call of Duty, a $60 game or a $70 game off the back, and then they want you to buy the Battle Pass. Which, if you buy the Battle Pass, I think it's the $20 one. You can skip all the it's pay to win at that point, because you're getting an advantage of other people who put money into the game. Yeah, and then you have the Battle Pass, but then you also have fucking I don't even know how many fucking cosmetic packs that Call of Duty has. And it's yeah.
Along like that same thing with Warzone. Warzone's free, but then if you want to upgrade the guns, you got to go grind the other game that you had to pay $60 for.
No, that's
like with the new Vanguard coming out. Also, they're just going to add more weapons to Warzone from Vanguard, and then
it's like, hey, if you have this blueprint, you can use the gun, but you can't necessarily customize it other than what the blueprint is. And I think it's nuts. It's kind of like they're going into a play to win kind of, mindset, especially as we've seen in the past. What was it, 3 or 4 years ago? Fortnite was like riddled with the female World Cup skin, and that skin was like top tier. And then we saw it with Warzone.
Are you talking about the rose skin?
Yeah, with the black rose skin. Oh, okay. It's like, man, if you have this skin, you're more than likely gonna win, just because like it kind of like lessens the skill gap. Just by, I'm going to go use this all black skin and go sit in a really dark corner, and nobody's going to pre-fire that corner, because why would they need to?
Yeah.
I mean, now they will with all the hacks, but
dang, shots fired. That's crazy. Yeah, but now they potentially will, but, it goes the same with guns. And I'm surprised Fortnite hasn't done it to where, hey, if you buy this, you can unlock guns. But I guess that's kind of the point, since you can't really pick up random ass guns. It's not like you create a loadout, but so they're relying on their skins, but
their skins and their content creators to push them through.
Yeah, but so you guys know, I'm just reading, just trying to think of what else is crazy out there. Because it's been okay. Hey, you got something?
And it's a big one, because it's it happened recently today. So China right now is having the under 18. It's called under 18s rule. Law, and they're having this thing where anybody under 18 can only play games 3 hours a week,
and during the weekend, right?
Yeah, it's 1 hour a day or some shit like that. But it's a specific time. So I know during the weekday it's like from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and that's it, and they can't go back to it whatsoever. And then they have to use, and then I believe now they have to play as their actual name. And like I believe they're like having something, I'm not quite sure what it is, but they're having something called I don't know what it's called, but they're having something where it monitors how long you've played, and then once you reach that limit, it cuts off.
Nuts.
That's so crazy.
That is crazy. They're installing their own anti-cheat. Oh my gosh. That's actually nuts. I wasn't going to bring that up. I was going to bring up South Korea and the Apple and Epic news. But that's nuts. Yeah. 3 hours a week
to try to stop gaming addiction.
You can only play 1 hour a day, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, hold on. It says right here, they limit under 18s to playing for 1 hour a day, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on only Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday.
Yeah, it's only for those 3
holidays.
Days.
Yeah, and public holidays. But it had, and that's literally for everyone. The only times you can play is 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Dude. Yo, I'm not going to lie. I'm not under 18, so at this point I wouldn't care. But
if I was there.
If the United States did something like this, I feel like all hell would break loose.
For the kids.
My biggest issue is like I am so tired of governments like demonizing video games. Like they want to link video games, like for instance, the big one is Grand Theft Auto. Or Mortal Kombat or some shit like that. They love bringing the fact that if a kid ends up doing some wild, crazy shit in real life, they want to say it's the game's
fault because they did it in the game.
Yeah, and it's like no, there's a deeper underlying factor that goes into that. You know what I mean? But no, what's going on with China? That shit's crazy. I don't know. I would have been a refugee somewhere else. To be honest.
I wonder if there's ways to get around this. So like I'm reading more into it, and gaming companies will be barred from providing services to minors in any form outside the stipulated hours, and must ensure that they have put real name verification systems in place, said the regulator. So, okay, question. You guys know if you know how some people get DUIs and then they have that little oxygen blower in their car to be able to start it?
Yeah.
What if they do some shit like that to where it's like, oh, you have to use your fingerprint and then you can, log on the computer.
It was crazy because I was watching the episode of Philip DeFrank today, and he was talking about it. And so previously, the time limit was an hour and a half a day, any day of any time of the week or whatever. And
so, like any day, they could play for 1.5 hours. But that didn't limit them.
No. That's not what happened. What happened was the fact that they would take their parents' IDs and put them on the account to bypass the under 18 limit.
I mean, which honestly makes sense.
Yeah.
Like that honestly makes sense to me because it's like there's no, unless you're drawing blood, like I feel like.
How are they going to make sure when playing a video game?
If you have a retinal scanner or
on every console there's a face scanner that comes with it.
But that's also the thing, are you going to potentially, hey, every 30 minutes you have to, or since it's an hour, every hour you have to re-verify or some shit?
Because they're making it so from what I read some of, there's people saying that because they with their government they have to register that they have kids and whatnot, and if they find out that someone, for instance, someone's using the kid's name, they're going to verify if they have kids or not. If it's theirs, they're going to crack down on this shit really heavy.
Dude, I'm so taken back. I don't know what I would have done as a kid if I wasn't playing video games. I
hate my life.
At night when I got home, it was pretty much video games. That's all it was.
Sports and games.
No,
games. For real. And then on the weekends, if you would have limited me on the weekends,
no, I'm throwing hands. You're gonna have to execute. Yeah, honestly.
I legit better be grounded. And my mom didn't really have much say in that as well when I was grounded. Because when she was at work, where are you gonna hide my controller? Where?
Just go find it.
Where?
Put it back when she gets home. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, you have a hidden controller that she doesn't know about. That's all it is. No big deal.
No, that's what I used to do, especially with my DS or something. I would hide it under the pillow.
That's what I'm saying. The old school PSP. Man, that's
DS.
That's actually crazy.
But no, what's crazy is I want to know how exactly they're going to implement it because as we know, China is big as fuck, and with it being, from what it says right here. By the way, everybody, if you want to read the article, you can read it at onemedia.substack.com. A little plug out there, but from what I'm reading, it's an estimated 110 million minors that they're going to limit for 3 hours a day.
I mean, let's be honest. Out of those, what was it, 100 million?
Yeah.
How many actually have access to the internet?
And stuff like that,
yeah. Because
I'm not control that shit too.
Yeah.
Then what if they're not even playing online? Like, how do they?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question.
That's probably my best question because, I mean, I grew up not really playing online. There was like one game. Modern Warfare 2 is probably the only game I played online. Yeah. But other than that, like, you can't play Skyrim online. You can't play. I mean, I guess you can play GTA online.
Let's see,
but you don't have to.
They could do, but this is what they could do. They could, like, not giving any ideas, but they could literally ban the games that, from entering and or being bought in the country and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's true.
But another thing, what I want to know is, like, because China is so huge, and within China there's different time zones in it. Like, how is that going to be regulated? You know what I mean? Like, it's a big mess, and I honestly feel like I get it. You want kids' grades to stay up and whatnot, but like, I don't think this is the right way to do it, honestly.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, even grades or how they act to the side. What are you really gaining out of this? Like, are they just going to become geniuses? Like, they're going to be forced to become geniuses? But that's also the thing. Like, are they not thinking about, like, the rebellion rate that's going to happen once people turn 18?
I guess not, because it was just recently that China's been through some shit. Like, they literally had some shit going on over there, and then I feel like because this wasn't the only law that they changed as well. There was a couple others that wasn't, I would say, healthy for kids. I mean, I don't know. It's a weird story because it definitely has a lot of ups and downs to it, and I feel like, honestly, it's going to bring in a lot of bad juju for everybody once that's actually implemented, unless it's already implemented now.
Yeah.
I mean, they already had the 1.5 hour implemented, so I mean.
No, yeah. But see, you're taking
that's still every day. So
yeah, that was an everyday thing.
You still could play. And apparently the parents were what complained and said it was too generous.
Man,
the Karens out in the world, you know what I mean?
Dang, those internet Karens, the Chinese Karens. My bad. But hey, you know what? Good news for as long as you're not playing. As long as you're not playing, so what? That's PM for them.
Yeah.
So whatever time it is related to the United States, as long as you play Warzone during those times, less cheaters then too. I'm not saying
for some reason.
Why would it be region specific?
What if
they're playing on VPNs?
That's true. VPNs. I feel like most of the kids aren't going to be the ones cheating because they have to pay for the cheats. It's going to be more adults anyways.
That is true.
I'm going to be honest. There's been plenty of kids, and we've seen it in the news, that have stolen their mom or dad's credit card and just went crazy. Man, I want one of these. I want one of these. Give me 2 of those. But, so, hey, I'm not putting it past them. But, man. Can't wait to see how that works out.
Yeah, definitely a story that we're gonna have to keep an eye on.
For sure. Well, Zach, is there anything crazy that you can think of that?
The only thing I saw today was actually that article he just brought up was the Chinese one, because I was looking at it earlier trying to find other random news.
Cool. Well, hey, so it's your first time on the show, and we've been continuously talking about the drought of games. What are you excited for to come out within the next few months? That once it drops, you are going to be playing that game and probably nothing else.
So I've actually been, because I haven't played any of the Battlefields for a while, but the new Battlefield I think I'm going to really get into. So I'm kind of tired of Call of Duty a little bit. So I think I'm really going to start grinding Battlefield when it comes, assuming they have an anti-cheat anyways,
Yeah. I mean,
that's going to be a big one.
Even if they don't have an anti-cheat, I mean, hell,
it's still new.
It's new, but I mean, Rush, what is it, like 50 players on each team or something like that? Like, I'll be honest, if you're the only person getting hit, there's problems right there. But I can't wait for that game too.
I already got it pre-ordered.
I haven't yet, but I'm probably going to here soon.
Hey, we get it. You got money, all right? Damn.
Listen, I ain't saying all that.
Give us a break, yo. Let us breathe. It's getting hot in here, and hey, we have bills we got to take care of. All right?
I do too.
All right, man. You're a stay-at-home dad. You ain't got to lie.
No. I ain't a stay-at-home dad.
Man.
He's got bills. He's just not the one paying them,
Dang, there we go.
Hey, play smarter, not harder.
Okay, I think I've heard that from no one. That's not a saying. You made that up.
Hey.
But hey, you know what? So some good conversations today. Nothing crazy happened over the last week, or Well, granted, I'm gonna say this too. We don't have our bipolar opposite person.
I know, right?
Serenity's not here to attack us on everything. He probably would have been like, an hour. That's too gracious. Good enough. Like, so there wasn't no arguing today, but
nice peaceful one.
Yeah, a nice and peaceful one for you guys. We didn't want to throw Zach over here into the
craziness right away.
Well, next week we'll see that.
Yeah, next week, and let you find out. We're going to be coming for your soul. Well, one person will. It's probably not us.
Yeah.
But hey, everybody. Throw out some plugs real quick for Player One Gaming. Make sure you guys check out our website. We actually just came out with a new website, playeronegamers.com. Check it out. You can look at all of our tournaments on the website, and it's really good. It looks good. I like it. You pull it up, Devz?
1 sec. Let's see.
Because if you can't see it, then I don't want to talk about it.
I know.
But no, I mean it looks good overall. Make sure you guys check out our Player One Entertainment website as well. That Devz mentioned earlier, to watch the podcast, to get some of our articles that we post, and just
give us your opinion.
Give us your opinion. We want to hear what you guys think, especially when it comes to the podcast. If there's something that you think we need to cover, or you want us to cover, you want to hear what we think about it, let us know. Huge news for the clothing line.
Hold on, can we get the pictures up?
Oh, we got pictures.
Yeah, we got pictures up. Hold up.
The sneak peek.
Let's look at these clothes.
Hopefully.
Or we could all just stare.
He said bathroom break. Sorry. Fine. I'm joking. Man, I'm about to pull him up on my phone. Can you see?
Show it up here.
All right, hold up. I got you.
Possibly. He's like, hey, can we get the pictures real quick?
No, I already asked him. All right, look. So I don't know if...
There we go. They're up.
There you go. Oh. So it's part of the anime collection that's gonna be dropping very soon. Yeah. So keep an eye out. You can definitely get that on the Player One Streetwear app. I'm definitely gonna cop that white one. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the pink one. I think the pink one you showed me earlier. That one.
Honestly, that one's kind of nice though. He's wearing a nice little mask, you know. Yeah, I think this one's pretty cool too. Kind of gives me like a Ronin vibe. Like
that's nice.
He's about to go out and he's about to be a bad man. I like it. It looks dope. And then there's the website for you guys. You take a sneak peek. You guys can sign up, and then of course you guys can look at the tournaments that we have and kind of what we have on the plate, what's coming up, especially when we get into the league season. But other than that will do it for this week's On the Level podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Miracle Worker, along with
Devz Emoji, the tag bag master, tag every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Nuts in your mouth, hey baby.
Oh.
and then we have our special guest,
the curly popcorn. We'll just
curly popcorn. That's like he's
popcorn machine in the background.
Yo, he's literally over here like, yo, what did I get into?
I know,
he was like, yeah, I know Devz. Devz is a pretty cool guy. He's like, but this is not the Devz I know. Yeah, and there's reasons for that, but. Hey, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys check us out.
Follow
next
us on
week.
Instagram, Twitter.
Yep, for sure.
TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch.
Dang.
Everything.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Oh yeah, Apple Podcasts. You got Spotify. Follow us. Player One Gaming on Tinder. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa!
Everything, apparently.
So, all right, I'm just going to say this before we cut it. That is a married man. I don't know why he said that. I do not know why he said that.
Hold on, I didn't say
I don't condone this.
Soon to be released Player One Gaming dating app.
Dang. There you go. That'd be nuts. Gamer's date? Oh! Hey, I'm just saying, Pokemon, come through.
I appreciate everyone for watching.
Hey, we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for showing up.
It's nice being here.
Cool. Hey, it was good having you.